Hi guys, welcome back for another wee look at the Royal Horse Artillery. I've finally finished one. Finally. By God, it is a faff. So much so that I thought, to save anybody else the same heartache and ball ache, I would do a quick series of videos explaining how I went about putting them together, doing the chains, what size MDF base I used, making the little hooks to go in, where to drill the holes to connect them together, how I made the road texture, and then the kind of general sequence of assembling it all together, because you can't just clatter on. You have to do it in a certain order, otherwise you end up disassembling it to get in and fiddle and faff around. I'm not really set up for painting tutorials, sadly, and I'll leave that to the experts who can do so. But if anybody wants to know the paints I've used, I can easily say that I'm no expert painter by any stretch. This is all just tabletop standard. The gaming is first for me. Always will be. But it doesn't mean that they don't have to look good when they march out onto the table to hopefully kick some ass. So yeah, we'll talk through that over the next series of videos. Like I say, it's a bit of a faff, but I honestly think it's worth the effort if you can be bothered. With historical games, there's no need to chase meta. There's no need for any of that, so you can take as long as you want, or be impatient like me and want to bash on, so you can blow away people like Angus and Ivan. So that's what we're going to attempt to achieve, at least. So we've got the road, we've got the cannon. We left it, remember, in another series of videos I did with Paul, the cannon's going to pop off, and that's going to go onto another base with separate crew painted up and whatnot. And we'll just we'll just scoot the limber off or move it to the side or whatever. It makes no difference what we do. Looks are everything with these guys. I just think they've got pretty uniforms, and the most handsome helmet, I believe, is what the Tarleton helmet is. So that's what we'll get to. So if anybody does want to attempt to follow along, sorry about the kind of dead screen. What you can do at this point, if anybody wants to follow along, is bash on with the horses, and don't attempt to glue them all on. Ever, I didn't even make that mistake. But yeah, never do that. You'll never get them painted properly. So I just glued these guys onto lollipop sticks and sprayed them white. I'm just contrast painting them. I've got 6 limber teams to do, so contrast paint is going to be my friend. So yeah, pick your contrast colour for your horse, pick your colour for the tack, the kind of overalls and saddle, etc. Please yourself with that. I mean, there seems to be conflicting images and colour plates about what colour that tack was, so take your pick. I quite like a worn in, kind of scabby, kind of campaigny look. And then from then I was just again mounting separately, just mounting my the drivers, sorry. I started painting one. I painted 3 there on holiday, and I've just come back, so that's what I'm thinking about. So let's get them mounted up, and you just paint them up to completion. These guys can be painted up at any time. They're the very last thing to go on, so don't worry about them too much. But if you're looking for someone to do and you're following along, then in the sequence, sorry, these can be painted up at your leisure. Same with any guys that are sitting riding the limber as well. So base everything up separate. It's not even a top tip. It's almost it's an absolute must at this point. You could, if you want. I know that some of my friends do mount their riders on the drivers on horses and paint the horse and rider as one. So you could do that if you fancy doing that. But definitely, each horse needs to be an individual for absolute sure, and don't even glue nothing onto the base until things are complete. So if you want to do that at the moment, then feel free to do that. Get your horses done, and then I'll put some links up in the next few videos, because the next process will be attaching the chains on to the horses in there into the back of the actual timber strut. But that's for the next video. So yeah, looking forward to this. It's been a right learning curve, mind. It's been someone else getting to the end, but I do think it's worth it. A lot of folk don't think that limbers are worth it, but I tell you, I don't know, I think they're quite smart. I think they're quite smart. It's just worth that extra bit of effort. As I say, you're not chasing the meta. Horrible word, but it's true. You're basically making a pretty army for yourself to enjoy for the rest of your life. So why not just go the extra mile and go the full 9 yards? So this is what we're going to be looking at, guys. I hope you can join me on this adventure, and hopefully it'll save some of you a bit of time and hopefully a hell of a lot of hassle. Okay guys, thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye.